Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those that trespass against us. Although them again we will never, never, never trust. Them not know what them do. They go to yai while I'm sticking like glue.
Name, Jose Martinez, age 39, occupation, software developer.
My name is Rio Venado from Magnolia, Mississippi.
My name's Samuel Cade Ritter. I'm from Shreveport, Louisiana. I'm age of 25 and I work as a hairstylist downtown.
My name is Jana Lawrence. I am a barista, but I am an artist by trade.
Be careful of those who pretend to be brothers, and you never suppose it's those who are closest to you.
It's the term du jour, I think, for indicating when a segment of society is the dominant in a lot of respects. It just seems like it's the new term for it, something that has been around for a long time.
I don't believe in it, but it says that if you're white, you get the best jobs, you get the best education, you get the best opportunities in life.
I believe it's real.
About the colors.
Yeah, color just on the skin deep.
Don't mean nothing.
White privilege, perceived, maybe favoritism for white people. Like white people have more rights than people of color.
White privilege is about things that don't happen and not about things that do happen. If you're an African American, for instance, having people at a store sort of eyeing you, like making sure that you're not stealing anything.
The idea that a group, whether it's small or big, controls the economic, cultural, to some extent, the rules of society.
White privilege to me is not something that is just a negative for people who are considered to be non-white, but it's also a problem for everyone. And it's really about white supremacy.
This like ranking system. Is the white guy always going to be the head chef? More times than none, he probably will.
Maybe with teachers, maybe with faculty, maybe just in the community too. You know, doing fundraising.
As a matter of fact, in 1968, we traveled to Montgomery, Alabama to play in the national championship game for a small college. And my roommate and my roommate was black and I was white. And we received death threats while we were staying in the Jefferson Davis Hotel in Montgomery, Alabama in 1968. So,
towards both of you, or towards him, or
both of us?
To both of you.
Yeah. You know, how could a, you know, and it's not my kind of language, but how could a white man be staying in the same room with a nigger, or how can a nigger be in, you know, and it was the first time I ever saw restrooms that were for coloreds. See, they didn't say black, they said coloreds and whites. Drinking fountains that were colored and white. Restaurants were colored and white.
In high school, when we would do car washes and things like that too, for fundraising, and you put the white girls out on the street holding a sign saying car wash, and it brought more cars in. And it was sad. And you're embarrassed, or at least I was, in a way, because we don't want it to be so glaring, you know? You wish that we've evolved so much more than we have, but I think it's going to take quite a few more generations, unfortunately. Yeah.
The same white folks understand that did all of this their daughters and sons are loving black people. With the kids, you know what I'm saying, that made it really happen to open up the white folks' eyes to show them it's all about love. Even though you didn't love them, I'm gonna love them.
I'm 33 and I grew up in the country with a very racist family. My grandparents were from deep south and didn't believe in any interracial mixing. We lived in the country and it was unheard of. And then my parents moved us to the city and we broke wild and I started dating black men.
My family, they're very racist. My mom and dad has told me I was kicked out at 16 for being gay. Came out to my mother and then reconnected with my mom about in between 18 and 19. But what my mom and stepdad told me was they would love me no matter what as long as I never married a black guy. My personal taste is actually non-Caucasian. Sorry.
Down the street in my 6'4". It's like
the white race, to me, I understand, got a lot of pay to pay for. You know what I'm saying? The privilege of being white is a disgrace to society, really, because now they don't know how to get back. You know, they brought us over here in the ship. We didn't want to come over here. They changed us. They whipped us. They sold us lost. They killed us. The wife could be in the kitchen cooking, and he'd be in the back room fucking the maid.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it was a really disgrace to the white and also the blacks. You know what I'm saying? Very disrespectful. But these times, the day the time has moved forward, like I said, the kids started liking black folks. They start experiencing different things.
You're right.
And today, there's more white folks, young white people, I'll say, listen to black music than ever.
I know, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? And they tried to stop that. You know, with Easy E. When told the police, fuck the police. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah. His interactions with police officers. As a white person, you just don't get pulled over.
But when we're asked for those rights, the police will tell you, I've been told before, you have no rights. Because in the Constitution, it's just American. And when they say American, they mean who they meant then. They still mean that.
I got pulled over a couple times, and my husband wasn't in the car with me, and it was fine. Then I'd get pulled over with him in the car, and they want his ID. And I'm the driver that was getting pulled over. They didn't ask for my ID. They wanted his ID, wanted him to get out of the car. And it was just a different experience having a black person in the car versus just myself. That's funny because when I go back to is when I was in junior high, I lived in North Portland, and I was the minority. I was of being white, and I got a lot of, just because I was white, I got a lot of harassment from people because I was white.
From African Americans?
From African Americans, yes, and thinking their perception is that because I was white, you know, I had an attitude about myself, which I didn't know if I did. I was junior high, so I didn't really see myself with an attitude, but it was interesting. That's the first time I'd ever experienced it coming from, Gresham, Oregon, which is, I'd never really been around black people, African American people. My daughter prefers to be called black, so I call her black. Anyway, so yeah, I've seen it I've always considered it to be reverse racism.
In Portland, what is the white privilege that is gentrification? Are white people entitled to come in and clean up and bring everybody up to par on what they call the standards of America? Is that a horrible example of white privilege? Possibly so.
That's not a bad thing to be privileged. It's a bad thing to suppress others from that.
Right.
And I think that's just really what it is. We're not saying don't live impoverished, keep our neighborhoods crappy. It's really like, we can't afford your neighborhoods. So stop making our neighborhoods your neighborhoods, because then we have to keep moving to where we're gonna go, into the ocean.
So I feel like in a Portland sense, more or less like white power and white pride and everything, people here don't realize that they're actually really racist.
If everyone wanted for everyone, there would be no questions being asked about that. We would just be getting on to life. If everyone wanted everyone to have the information on how to live on planet Earth and grow your own food, eat it, that's just love right there. That's like, why would I keep that information from you? If I've been here, now you're born, why would I want you to not know what I know when we're both blessed to be here?
We just want equality. We want what you have. And if it's too much, then okay, well, then you need to step back and be equal to us. I hate to use the term melting pot. We're more like a salad. We're just a salad bowl. We have various components that don't melt, but are on the same boat. So we need to learn to coexist and be able to understand what is it that how you perceive the world, and how does that challenge my view. It can't be just white people giving up their privilege. It's about having a dialogue. White people and people of color having a dialogue and being able to come up with a new society, a new set of rules, a new set of ideas of what a society should look like.